Twilight, obviously. Twilight is my middle name and my first name and my last name. It's my name.
It's on my passport.
Yeah, it's on my birth certificate.
Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't watched my videos before, then my name is Fleur. This is your space for all things self-development, where we focus on growth, mindset and becoming the best version of yourself. So welcome. Now, you probably know who this is. This is Jess.
Hi.
She has been on my channel before, where we did a whole discussion on all things university. So if you haven't watched that video, then definitely go check it out. But in today's video, we are going to be doing all things romanticizing autumn.
Which, by the way, is my favourite videos that she does. So I'm so excited to be here. And welcome to my room, everybody. This is our friend. Her name's...
Does she have a name?
No. I was literally about to make it up on the spot. I feel like she looks like a Lulu Beth.
Lulu Beth, I like that. I dig that.
Hello, Lulu Beth.
Okay, Lulu Beth is here. I promise she's not haunted. I have a massive fear of China dolls.
Yeah, she's a bit... Her eyes are very open.
She's woke.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's get straight into the video. Right, we're gonna get into 6 ways to romanticize autumn. And the first thing is to have seasonal rituals and little cozy things that you can add into your life. So that could be things like lighting candles with like scents like pumpkin and vanilla, having like blankets, fairy lights in your room, having little pumpkins, just decoration that makes your room feel really cozy and more like themed specifically for you. And then when you have those like small autumn moments in your room, it helps you to be able to romanticize the fact that the seasons have changed and that you are changing and your room is changing along with that. So I think that's the perfect way to begin the season.
That's so cute. Yeah, like decorating your room, just adding little pieces everywhere that you can just look at. My first tip for you guys is to pretend that you're your favourite autumnal character.
Oh, I love this.
Whoever that is.
Rory Gilmore.
Yeah, Rory Gilmore's a great one. Anyone who's kind of like academic, like Spencer Hastings. Even like a Beth Harmon from Queen's Gambit. You seen that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, like be her, you know?
I love her vibe.
And what that means is kind of like, you know, channeling them. Maybe even like in your attitude, but I feel like a really, you know, the main way to probably do this is through the outfits. Like wear the browns, wear the creams, wear the dog tooth, the houndstooth, the checks, like whatever, cable knit fashion, you know. I didn't really have any other ideas for character apart from freaking outfits, but...
and just applying their like mindset as well, I feel like.
Yeah, just embody them. I feel like it's so... Oh yeah, it kind of ties in with this. Like, if you pretend you're the main character in an autumnal movie, that's a great way to romanticize autumn, because you're gonna take notice of everything. You're in it. You like it's a very like a good way to aestheticize.
Definitely.
You know? Yeah.
I love that. I always say that for my like back to school romanticizing school videos, because when you like put yourself into the position of a different character, it helps you to be able to like romanticize it from a different like perspective, because sometimes the reason why we can't romanticize life is because we don't know how, like, that's not built into our character almost. So I definitely really love that. And the third tip, which will be my second tip for me, is to immerse yourself into autumnal nature and to just put yourself into that vibe of spending time outside. I think like we seem to think that you can only really spend time outside in like the spring or summer because it's like too cold or it's raining or it's snowing and we just don't have that same pool to go outside. But I actually think that arguably it's even better because the seasons are changing and you can change along with those seasons. And I think that there is so much magic in autumn. And I was thinking the other day, I was actually thinking like, why is it that I find comfort in the world dying? Like why is it that I find comfort in that? And then it made me think how like as a creative, and you'll be able to relate, like as a writer and a reader, it's so beautiful to be able to like follow the way that the seasons go. So like in this time of year, you're sort of not dying obviously, but like leaving a part of yourself behind and then growing into a new version of yourself and seeing where that can go with that, but then also allowing that like peacefulness. I feel like there's so much peacefulness and like quiet moments in this time of year that maybe you wouldn't really necessarily feel at other times of the year. So spending time outside and within nature and touching grass, as this generation says, is really important.
Both my next ones actually relate to that, but I think I'm gonna pick the one that I think relates more, which is journaling / reflecting, because I think, like you said, like autumn is kind of, and winter as well, so associated with it, there's such a bleakness.
Reflection.
Yeah, and it's such a time of like almost like loss. It's, I don't know, it's always the time of year that I reflect more, think about things I've lost more, like get a bit deep. And I think that's like such a nice way as well to kind of romanticize. I mean, if you're a creative like us and you maybe like to write or anything really, I think it's just so nice to sit with like candles or like at night and just reflect and think. And you know, you can always tie it into the season, like especially you with like poetry, you can like, you can really like,
it's the writer's season.
Yeah, it's the writer's season, everybody.
It's made for
Turn
us.
it up. But yeah, like I love writing and journaling, but especially when it gets colder outside, I feel deeper, I feel darker, I feel like, I don't know, it just gets me so excited.
It's the same for me. Like I feel like there's a sense of like comfort and hope in this time of year, even though you could say that the world is dying, you're sort of like awake with it, and it's so beautiful to be able to see those like sudden changes in seasons. And I do love that about the UK. We obviously we live in the UK, but wherever you may be in the world, I like the fact that our country has seasons, because I don't think I could function if it was all year winter or all year summer. Like even though yes, in the UK it rains for like 8 months of the year, maybe even 10, I'd say 11 and a half.
98% basically.
99.9%, with that 0.1 not really there.
It's basically forks.
Exactly. That's a new way of thinking about it. It's twilight season all year round, because we don't like the sun here. But yeah, so I love that. And then my last point, so point number 5, to have a slow morning and night routine. So for example, I feel like in the spring and summer, that tends to be when I'm allowing myself to be very on point with things. And I think sometimes there's this whole desire from the world around us to put us into that lock-in season, even if we like just don't feel like being in that part of our life. Like sometimes maybe that just doesn't sit right for your current moment. Maybe you want to wake up slow and enjoy the slow moments and have a cup of coffee and not worry about stressing. Or maybe you can't do that, and so at nighttime you'll have those slow moments where you won't spend time with other people and you'll be by yourself. I always like to, I do this thing where I'll tell my family that I'm going to bed, but I'm not actually going to bed for at least 2 hours. I go to my room and then I like to just read and spend time with myself, really like unwind without the feeling of being around someone else in the house. Like I like to just have that moment to myself. So having those slow moments I think is really important, and creating those routines that can feel familiar to you.
Yeah, and it's also kind of like, it's the time for indoor activities. Yeah. So all the things that, you know, you feel guilty for doing in summer, do it now and love your life.
Exactly.
My last tip is like, okay, this is definitely for people who like the gothic and the darkness, like spooky season, all of that, is, okay, this might sound really strange, but just allow me to explain. Basically, embracing the nighttime, like as in, wake up at 3 a.m.
I love that.
Yeah, like pretend, well not, okay, maybe not start your day at 3 a.m, but I mean like be awake in the nighttime when everything is silent, everyone's asleep, it's a bit creepy, your house is like creaking a bit. Like, I don't know, I feel like for me, it's just kind of romanticizing a season or anything is sort of like very similar to just pretending you're in a movie. And I put like,
I want to be in a Jane Austen movie.
Yeah, so I said like darkness, you know, embracing the nighttime as in like, you know, when it's dark, be awake, when it's quiet, be awake, and like the witching hour, like, I don't really know. I was when I was thinking about doing this video, I was like, so everyone wake up at 3 a.m. and perform a ritual, like a witch. But I can't really advise people to do that, so.
I love that. I mean, it's just, I was saying this to you about how like I feel my most creative self at midnight, or like when the whole world is asleep. I think this really only like works for poetry though, not necessarily like, I don't think I could write a book at that late at night. Like my brain is too tired to think about that. But when it comes to poetry, I tend to believe that as poets, our mind works better when we are like deluded, when we are like in an illusion, dreamy state. And that is why poetry can sometimes seem so inaccessible to people, because you can't necessarily completely understand it unless you are also in that state of mind, I think.
So true.
And I feel that sometimes it's easier to consume art when you're not completely conscious, because then your subconscious can tap in. So I feel like, yeah, I love that. Although I tend to say like I don't want to be up late, sometimes it's nice to intentionally have those moments, or even just waking up at 5 a.m. or an hour in the day. Like I have to wake up for 6 to go to work, and so it feels very like I'm waking up at an hour that is quiet. Now for me, it doesn't matter what time I'm waking up, it's always going to be dead quiet because I live in the middle of nowhere. So like there's never going to be like something to make it seem like it's not an hour of the day that would be quiet. But it's nice to wake up when it's still dark. And I think in the winter it can be quite difficult because it's cold and you don't want to get out of your bed, and it's the morning time but it's still really dark outside and you're tricking yourself into believing it's like bedtime. But it's cool to be able to be awake while it's still dark and the birds haven't started singing yet.
Exactly. And think about how much more like darkness and nighttime there is in autumn, winter. Like embrace the peace and the quiet, and also you can do things like, I don't know, wear a white nightgown, like be creepy, scare the neighbours. I'm joking, but like
I have no neighbours to scare.
But do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know,
It's
plait your
romantic.
hair. It's romantic, and it's so like, I don't
Mm.
even know. It's kind of eerie. Maybe I'm weird, but
Maybe we're both weird.
maybe we're both weird.
That's why we have a China doll behind
Maybe
us.
we're all weird. Actually, look at that quote.
We're all mad here. That's why you're watching this video. But it's perfect. It's exactly the kind of vibe I want. But yeah, that wraps up the whole little tips section. Now we're going to be going into 6 autumnal books that we either have read and want to share, or we would like to read, and we're going to do 3 each. Okay,
Go for it.
my first one is actually the book that you bought today. And that is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore, which is the first book in the Dream Harvest series. And I said potentially 4 because I also put down here and the new one I want to read, which is The Gingerbread Bakery, because I feel like personally like they're both perfect for the season, except the gingerbread one is more Christmassy. Now I was saying that this series is really like perfect for the vibes, and if you enjoy anything to do with Gilmore Girls, pumpkin spice, anything to do with like autumn, small town, knowing everybody, romance, grumpy/sunshine, then you will adore this book. And I've talked about it so many times, and coming from someone that literally reads classics, it doesn't even matter if it's not the most incredible book ever. Sometimes it's nice just to read something that's cozy. So I would 100% recommend that whole series, but definitely start with that book. The second book, but I'm going to say like the whole series, is the Fourth Wing trilogy. There's 3 books, yeah, trilogy, but there are 2 more books coming out. I think it's supposed to be a 5-part series. And Fourth Wing is like an incredible book for me. I don't think I can possibly compare anything else to it. It will always be my favorite, like one of my favorite series of all time. And it gives a very like dark academia, I want to say school because technically it is a school, but we're talking like, you know, dragons. So it's not a normal school. And there is like a forbidden romance, enemies to lovers, like full on like enemies, like they're after each other kind of stuff.
I need to read this so bad.
Yeah, the friendships, just like, Jess hasn't read either of these books that I'm talking about, and I just love Fourth Wing. I always put on like atmospheres in the background when I'm reading something. So for this, I literally typed in YouTube Fourth Wing atmosphere, and they had one with like dragons and like thunder and like the like not castle but like the school, which is very like castle look, and it's just wonderful. Like it's everything that I love in a book, and the actual writing itself is incredible. So that'll be my second one. And then the third one is actually Alchemy of Secrets, which is by Stephanie Garber. Sorry if I butchered her name there, but she is the author of Caraval, the Caraval series, and you have it on your shelf there. That is also an incredible series to read this time of year, but Alchemy of Secrets is coming out on the 7th of October. It's not even out yet, and that is going to be her newest book, and it's also at the beginning of a series, and I'm so excited to read it because I've heard like the tropes of it. I don't remember them all off the top of my head, but it's giving very like dark academia, like forbidden romance, that kind of vibe, and I'm very excited because I love her writing and I love her books, so that is going to be on my 2BR. What about you?
I need to read that. So I have a bit of a different little array of vibes, but first one is called Foxlow, which is by an author called Eleanor Wasserberg with a W.
Is that she German?
Probably.
Yeah,
I don't
sounds
know
like a
though.
German surname.
Yeah. Ooh. God, good catch. Basically it's a horror. It's about a cult, and it's from, I really like books about cults. Don't know about you. I find them so interesting.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it's a fiction, and it's from the perspective of like this young girl who is in this cult, and she's very like brainwashed and has all these terrible beliefs and just has a terrible life basically in this cult. And pretty much people around her start questioning the cult, and it's kind of like, I don't know, I can't really say anything without giving it away, but is she gonna question the cult? Is she gonna leave? Is she gonna escape? Like, what's gonna happen? It's very dark, but I think it's perfect for the season because it's like creepy and just dark and airy, and yeah, it's very, I found it really, really good. Second one is Never Let Me Go by Ishiguro. This book is one that genuinely, like, mark my words, is best to go in blind for sure, because basically the entire premise of the book is a secret. Like, you're meant to not have it be revealed to you until it's revealed to you, so
The secrets of secrets.
yeah, so like don't go knowing in. It's Kazuo Ishiguro, okay? But basic premise, this woman is like looking back on her life at this boarding school, where like things basically weren't as they seem. It's I can't tell you what genre it is because that gives it away too, but it's fiction, it's literary. I can't tell you anything else, but it's really good.
I think I want to read it now.
It's my second favourite book of all time. All time.
Wow.
And I love that book. So it also is like heavily like on memory and reflection. Those are like the main themes, as well as a lot of other things like human morality and stuff, which I find super interesting. But it like suits really well for the season because of all the reflection stuff. Third one is If He Had Been With Me.
Oh.
Have you heard of this book?
Yeah, I have. I've not read it yet though.
You would love it, I think. So this is my fifth favourite book of all time. And... oh no, it wasn't my fourth. It's my fourth favourite book of all time.
I you have a list.
I do have a list. And basically, this book is a tragic romance, which is my favourite genre ever. The main character is called Autumn, just like you.
Oh my god, that's my fake name.
And basically, it's about, I don't know, it's about a girl who was best friends with her neighbour. They were best friends, and then they grew apart, and now they're like not best friends anymore in school, you know. But she kind of starts really wanting to be friends with them again, and it's one of those stories where she's kind of too shy to really like make a move, but it's incredibly like deep. It's very well done. She's this very depressed girl. She's a writer, very relatable for us introverts and stuff, but it's
Perfect for the
it's
season.
perfect for the season, and there's so much rain. If you know, you know. So
I definitely have to read that one.
yeah, it's also very sad, but beautifully done. Loved the writing. Yeah, loved it. I could go on, but
I will
that's it.
definitely read that. Okay, the next part is 6 autumnal movies. Now, I have already talked about a few of these, I think, in my previous autumn video, but that's just because I really want to stress on this one, and that is Dead Poets Society. There is just nothing in this world that's ever going to be that movie for me. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh my god, it's
I
so
know.
good. We have to watch it together.
I
It
would
is
love
like-
this movie.
It is literally the definition of poetry. Like, it is all about poetry. It's all about literature. It's all about writing and the beauty of it. Dark academia. It's set in a boys' boarding school. It has like that like feeling of growing up. What's the word?
Nostalgia?
No, like the actual
Coming of age?
Yeah, coming of age. Like, and nostalgia as well. But like also just getting to know what boys think about, I think, putting yourself into that point. And I just love that movie. It really, like, I only watched it like last year, so I know 2 years ago. So I haven't even really like watched the movie for that long. I've only seen it once, and I definitely want to see it multiple times because I think there's just so much to take away from that movie. And one of my favorite scenes of all time that is just pure cinema is from that movie. So definitely watch that one. Then the second one is Fantastic Mr. Fox, something that you don't really like as much, but to be honest, mainly why I love this movie is just the art of it and how like cozy it is, and I just love how even just the plot in essence, with the characters and the way that they think and the flaws that they have and like the friendships that they have and how they get to know each other when they're living in that like little hut when they're trying to run away from the people, and also just the music as well. I think it's just really nostalgic for me. I grew up watching that movie with my family, so I think more than anything it is just nostalgic for me to watch it at this time of year, so I love that. And then the third one is the whole Harry Potter series, and also the Twilight series if you want to throw that in, but Harry Potter, specifically the first movie, I'm pretty sure they have Halloween in the first movie as well. They have the troll, like it's
and Prisoner of Azkaban, very
exactly, like just in general all of them I feel like they're very like Halloween-y. Trouble, darling, trouble. So yeah, that's my movies.
Okay, I have 9 billion movies, but Twilight, obviously. Twilight is my middle name and my first name and my last name. It's my name.
It's on my passport.
Yeah, it's on my birth certificate. It's scratched on the inside of my heartstrings.
Oh, that's so true.
I'm a little bit obsessed with it. Also, in a similar vein, Beautiful Creatures. If you're a bit sick of Twilight because you've seen it every year for your whole life, try Beautiful Creatures.
I feel like I've seen that, but then I'm not sure if I had. I definitely need to see that.
Gothic romance, witch. Girls are witch. Yeah, it's good.
Right, I need to see that.
You do. Other ones, Age of Adeline, I feel like it's quite a good autumnal movie.
That's another movie I've not seen. It's really on my list. I really want to see it.
It's very good actually. Yeah, it's underrated. Okay. Also, The Sixth Sense is a really good one.
Yeah, my mum was literally just talking about it the other day. I also haven't seen that one either.
It's so good.
Okay, so these are literally all on my...
We're giving each other such good recs.
Exactly.
Yeah, The Sixth Sense is fantastic. It's like a psychological horror, but like not very scary. It's like really good. Also, Monster House.
I have seen that.
I love it.
My brother used to be terrified of that movie, and also I want to throw in Coraline as well because that and just Corpse Bride, all of those kind of movies. Tim Burton, anything Tim Burton, Addams Family. Monster House actually did used to kind of creep me out when I was younger.
Same.
Like, it's really good.
I hate when he makes out with the teddy bear.
Yeah, that's what creeped me out.
I hate that.
I can't get that scene out of my head.
I know.
What was that?
Just quick fire. I love Super 8 sci-fi, great movie. So autumnal, love it. And then Spiderwick Chronicles.
I love that movie.
One of my favourites ever. Love that film so much.
And lastly, Practical Magic, which you definitely need to watch. That is probably one of my favourite autumnal movies of all time.
Love that.
So I love that. Love that. We love that. Okay, now to get on to the series. For me, these will be Gilmore Girls, Friends, and then also Vampire Diaries. Those are like my top 3 series that I would say are really perfect. Oh, Anne with an E. I feel like you would have put that.
No, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Anne with an E?
I know.
No, that's not right. You would love Anne with an E, like specifically you. Like you have to see it.
It's because I want to read the whole series.
Oh, I see. Fair enough. But like, top series, I love them so much. Specifically Gilmore Girls, which you don't even need me to hear like go on about that. Like everybody knows about Gilmore Girls. Everybody knows that this is the time of year to watch it.
Yeah.
And then even with Friends, I love watching that in the morning with a cup of coffee. It makes you not feel so alone, especially if you're in your 20s, because it like sort of follows the characters and how they're like growing up in their 20s. So I really love that show. What about you?
Same. I wrote Gossip Girl because
I love Gossip Girl.
Yeah, I feel like Gossip Girl, like autumn in New York vibes, you know.
Yeah, I love Gossip Girl because you can watch it any time of year, but then they definitely have like their Thanksgiving, you know, that specific scene with the song in the background. Oh, I love that. It's such a chaotic scene, but I love Gossip Girls.
An underrated one is Freaks and Geeks. Ooh. It only survived 1 season, but out of all the seasons of the year, I feel like it most gives autumn because it's like just set in school and it's kind of like a bit... It's not like the epitome of autumn or anything, but I do feel like it'd be like a decent one to watch in autumn.
Yeah, it would be.
Follows Freaks and Geeks, my darling. And then Pretty Little Liars, which
everyone knows about that one. I've never finished that one. Who even is A? I don't even know. Girl. It kept switching up and I feel like I got halfway.
I love that show. I've watched it multiple times, all the way through, and yeah, mystery blended with romance, friendship, high school drama, blah, blah, blah. Good. Good times. And then I also put Queen's Gambit because you can't go wrong. Love Queen's
so
Gambit.
good.
Mm-hmm.
I love how, like, specifically with that one, it really made me feel like, especially as a woman, that you can do anything that you set your mind to. So I love that.
Yeah.
And then the last section for this video is 6 autumnal sings. Oh my god. Sings. My brain. 6 autumnal songs that you can listen to put you into the vibe. So my top 3 are Autumn in New York by Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong. That's the one that goes, Autumn in New York. Then I have All Too Well by Taylor Swift, but specifically the 10-minute version. Now, if you don't already know, I'm a massive Taylor Swift fan. I literally have a whole video where I went to the Eras tour. But All Too Well is like one of my favourite songs of hers. It not only is just very relatable in every aspect, but the vibe of it, like if you watch the short film, perfect for autumn. And then I would say like the one that tops everything, like if I had to choose one song, it's Fade Into You by Maisie Star. So I think it's Maisie Star. And I love that song. You probably have already heard it. I mean, it's all over like TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. Like it's used as the autumn sound.
And it's in Gilmore Girls.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. So I really love that. What about you? What are your songs?
Honestly, autumn music is where I like absolutely thrive.
I need to get my Spotify out because I'm ready for this. Are you really? I am ready. I'm sat. I'm ready. I'm
She's actually doing.
I'm on Spotify. I'm taking notes.
Okay. The song that first comes to my mind when I think of autumn is Minimum by Charlie Cunningham. This is a song I've literally never heard anyone in their life talk
What the
about.
hell? I've never heard this song.
Yeah, I found it once years ago and me and my mum are absolutely obsessed with it. As soon as it comes to autumn, we're like, Minimum. And
It's a bare minimum.
yeah, it's so, I can't even tell you what it is about it. It's just autumn to me. Like that song, it's just, I don't even know.
Okay.
Maybe you'll hate it.
That's on my list.
Also, random song, right? I don't think anyone would have heard of this as well, but it's called Basic Instinct by The Acid. A little bit dark, slightly, a little bit like, not gonna be everyone's taste, whatever, but we're giving you a range, you know?
It's gone on there.
It's so good. I love Basic Instinct. And then I also just put Noah Kahan's whole Stick Season album. Although I haven't listened to every single song, so maybe not every single song gives that vibe, but I did write my favourites, which are Orange Juice, Stick Season, Halloween, Call Your Mom, and You're Gonna Go Far.
I
Love
that.
them. And they're so autumnal, and I love autumn music.
I love autumn
So
music as well.
much.
I have
Yeah.
literally a full playlist, which is 24 hours long.
24
hours. And every single one of them banger. 24 hours. That's how long my autumn playlist is.
Is this public? Have we done
Yeah, it's
on
public.
Spotify, do
No,
we?
we need to. Like, look.
We're so stupid.
Actually, 29
minutes long!
29 hours! What is in here? Every song is a slapper.
Slapper.
Like, trust me, this is where I excel. I
Yeah.
am a dark and depressing person. Like, these are my songs.
I'm a
So
villain.
if you want 30 full-on hours, you could go a day and more listening to this playlist.
Yeah.
Then definitely do. But that actually brings us to the end of the video. We were going to do a bucket list section, but we don't have the time for that, so I will do a separate video all about all the things that you can do in autumn to romanticize with the bucket list. And Jess and I are going to be doing a little vlog coming up soon in October, so there's that to be excited for, where we'll actionalize the bucket list. But yes, if you enjoyed this video, then hit it with, oh my god, I can't believe I was about to say that. Hit it with a thumbs up. Who am I, Joe Sugg?
Smash a like.
Smash that like button and subscribe.
But don't break it. No, please.
Please subscribe. Then yeah, subscribe to my channel and also follow Jess's channel. She has her own. She hasn't posted in a while, but I'm trying to get her back into it. We will get there. And I will see you next Sunday at 12 PM. Bye bye, my lovelies.
Bye.